Hello, my name is Mikayla, and today I would like to go over behavioral data collection real quick. So by collecting and analyzing behavioral data, the student will receive help in working through and controlling their undesired behaviors that they are presenting. When children have behaviors, peers may distance themselves from them depending on the severity and the consequences that they are receiving. This can cause social problems for that student. They may not feel as welcomed and liked by their peers, and this can cause more behaviors. By having more information, teachers can work on having the behaviors not become a distraction and stop the lesson. They may be able to use smaller cues to redirect the child back on track. And it can cause less tension within the classroom itself because they won't be butting heads nearly as much. And the teacher can explain what is expected of the student and what the consequences will be for certain behaviors. There are several ways to track these behaviors and create a plan. So direct observations are important because they show what is happening in that moment and what is happening before and after as well. While it can be inaccurate, it does give an idea of what is being seen in those specific moments. And interviews are a second type. This allows anyone who is in contact with that child to come forth with any information and discuss what they are seeing themselves. As everyone places different demands on the student, they may see different reactions to these demands. And a third type is a behavior tracking app. By using this app, you can have listed in it the duration, severity, and frequency of the behaviors and exactly what is occurring. You can do little check marks. There's different ways to do it. And by using the app itself, everyone that works with the student can access it at any time and see how the child is doing throughout the day. It is very important to collaborate with families. This gives the team a more complete idea of what is occurring in the child's life and can give more of an idea of why these behaviors are occurring. And the parents may see different behaviors at home, or they may not see any at all. There are different expectations placed on the child from their family, as well as the teachers and therapists and whoever else is seeing the student. And it helps keep everyone on the same page on how they are addressing these behaviors. For example, if a child is throwing themselves on the floor to get what they want, if the parents are giving in, those at school may see it more frequently because the child is understanding that at home they are getting what they are desiring. A second thing is the child may be doing different things to get out of completing homework, and they need to have a similar consequence between work or home and school for not finishing their homework. Now, in a birth to preschool setting, collecting this data may be based more on observations and interviews with the families because these students may struggle more to communicate. They are learning themselves, they are learning language. Their behaviors are a form of communication. If you think of a baby crying, it could be because they're hungry or they need a diaper change. But if you see a third grader crying, you're not going to assume that they need a diaper change. In the K-3 environment, these students can give more of their own input as to how they're feeling and what they want, and they can communicate more of their wants and needs in a more productive manner. Now, those with exceptionalities may not be able to communicate as clearly as those without. So again, they may need more observations done to get a fuller understanding of what is occurring. And when collecting that information, you may need to come up with a more individualized and creative approach. You don't want these kids to know that you are observing their behaviors necessarily, as it may increase them or show a completely different behavior coming out. So just kind of be aware of that and watch how you go about doing that.